Morning guys, Alex Peak Performance Reviews, and welcome to another vlog. We're basically going to be carrying on from race car prep really, so I'm back on the Civic Type R, getting it ready for next weekend. Yeah, crazy. Literally, I'm racing next weekend at Brands Hatch, so it's Sunday the 25th, qualification, and 2 races, so proper racing, MSA approved and MSA series. So yeah, basically I'm out in Track Attack on the basically in the Nippon Challenge, and yeah, if any of you guys want to come by, Brands Hatch 25th Sunday, we're racing all day. I'll give you a timetable. If you don't kind of come and watch live, you can follow us on TSL timing, and you can go on click on Brands Hatch live timing and then wait for our specific times, and you'll see us go out and you'll see me on the list, kind of hopefully up near the top of the class, fingers crossed. I race in GT 250 class, so 250 horsepower 250 brake horsepower at the flywheel maximum, and we have a weight minimum of 1050 kg with the passenger. We're overweight by that, in that category by a long way. So we've got quite a heavy car, Civic Type R Ep3. Even when you strip it out, they're reasonably heavy. So we're normally quite heavy in class. But yeah, it should be really, really good. Can't wait till that happens. But we've got a few more last little bits we need to do. Actually, one more kind of little bit that we need to do. So I want to do an oil change and an oil filter change before the race. Basically went a whole season racing with and on the same oil and filter. So yeah, just time to replace it. I think filter more than anything. Obviously oil sometimes, with the amount of mileage we've done, I suppose it's hard miles, so it's worthwhile. At the end of the day, all filter change, oil change. We're using the Rockall Carbon Race oil, and yeah, we're about to pop that in. The only problem is it's super cold outside. You can see, but you'll see in a minute because I'm about to go out in it. It's really early on a Saturday morning, and it's been snowing again in the UK, and it's not where we are, southeast England. In East Anglia, it's not as bad as it has been in some places, but it's still hideous. So really, really cold outside. I think it says it's -1, but it's a real field temperature of -8. So I'm layered up to high heaven. I'm gonna basically get out there and yeah, just basically see what I can do. Hopefully it's not too cold. Layered up. I'm gonna move my cars back and just get it out on the driveway. Get up on ramps and get that oil out, get the oil filter off. It should be quite a quick job. I've done, obviously, you know, the oil changes on loads of cars, and it's actually really simple on the Civic Type R with all of the relocation changes inside the engine bay. So we're going to get on, see you in a bit. Fuck. You know when you have those days where you just think to yourself, why do I do this? It is so cold outside. But yeah, I'm going to crack on, try and find some gloves to wear. Really slippy out on ground as well, but yeah, yeah, feel my pain. Anyway, it needs to be done, so I'm going to get on with it. Right, so car is jacked up, it's on some axle stands. You need to ideally, basically, or you need to turn the wheel to the left, so get in the car, turn it full lock left. Then you get a bit more access to the oil filter, but run up the car first for a couple of minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes, get the engine warm, sort of slightly warm, so the oil just drains out a bit better. And I'll just quickly show you the awkward ass position on the so we're underneath the car, left hand side of the car, left hand side of the car, looking at the driver's side, and basically sump is there. And the sump bolt is right there. Just need to take that off, but first, well, not first, any particular order. Let me just switch this around. So if I'm looking at the sump bolt there, you probably see the oil filter there. Can you see it? Blue filter. Not very well, but basically. It's the easiest way to do it. There you go. oil filters there near the CV boot. Fucking awkward, but yeah, I thought I'd done an oil change on a Civic Type R actually before, but maybe I haven't. I can't remember, but that is fucking awkward. But yeah, I haven't got the actual proper removal tool to get rid of that as well, so I'm hoping brute strength in an awkward position like that is going to work, but we will see. I just need to get it a little bit warm. I'll probably do a couple of minutes. Car's ready, been warmed up for a couple of minutes. We have a oil catch, just homemade, sliced the bottle open. That's enough, 5 litre drain, so that's good. We've got a Hamp filter, which is basically OEM Honda, because they're pretty much the best, so we'll use that. I've got a carbon 530 competition race oil, which is awesome stuff. I've already used it in the Fiesta ST and it's looking good, so I'm really happy with it. Got loads of it, so yeah, happy days. We'll crack on with that, and let's get that drain bolt undone, then we'll undo this, so it helps it drain a bit better. Then we'll get the oil filter off, hopefully, if it's in a really awkward position, so let's see. So FYI, the sump bolt is a 17mm. Okay, that's cracked off and the oil is draining, and we've taken off the cap here. Sump plug is here, and the oil. Let's have a little look actually. Doesn't look too bad. Give it a little sniff test as well. A little bit of petrol mix in there as well, but it's gonna, after the life cycle it's had, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It looks a little bit thin, but yeah, it's had a hard life, so yeah, it definitely, you know, it's got black in it, but certainly one good thing and good sign is there's no metal filings on that, which is magnetic, so basically that will attract any metal if there is any loose in the motor. Doesn't look like there is at all, so healthy motor, but definitely will be nice to change the oil and filter. The car's jacked up, and because it's naturally raised at this kind of position, the sump is obviously all this side as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower it flat so we drain out all of that oil, so we really get rid of a lot of that oil, not just kind of some of the oil, because obviously the way it's sitting in the pan, it's not going to drain properly unless we lower it. So I'm going to literally lower it pretty much flat onto that catch tank can that we've kind of got, and yeah, it might kind of just touch it, but we'll be careful not to squash it, and then we'll let it kind of drain for a fair few minutes while it's in that position, lowered. So now's the really fun part, and it's trying to get that bugger off that filter. Yeah, let's get on. So unfortunately it is with the hand in that position, because the Ep3 Civic Type R, it has a awkward oil filter position. I've managed to get one of these from a friend and he's given me it, so it's going to make make life a lot more easier. So yeah, basically we'll put a 1/2 inch socket on there and just basically keep ratcheting up, and it will tighten itself up and grab a hold, and then we'll be able to loosen it off. Hopefully there's not much space in there, that's the only problem, and that's what's worrying me. But yeah, let's see how we get on with that. That should be a lot easier. And the oil filter is finally fucking off. It was an absolute pig. It's in a horrible position, even with a wrench, oil wrench. It is hideous. Right, so we've got a new OEM oil filter. I'm just gonna plonk my finger a bit more than that into the oil and just put a little ream of oil around the little gasket. And there. and then stick it on. Back on the engine. I'll leave this off actually, ready for top up again. And then obviously remember to make sure you put the sump bolt back on to the bottom of the sump. And that's it, that's done. Car is all done, ready to race at Brands next week. Cannot wait.